This reported tentative agreement between the Yemeni government and the Houthis. We're joined by Nadwa Al-Dawsari. She's a conflict and civil society specialist and an expert on Yemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
First of all, I guess I just would like to get your reaction to these reports of an agreement between the president and the rebels. Do you think there was a coup involved? And just what do you make of this?
Well, I mean, this is one of a series of agreements between Houthis and the president and other political actors. There was an agreement last September, shortly after Houthis took over the capital city of Sana'a. I think this agreement indicates that Houthis have solidified their power and influence, and they managed to force certain changes in the constitution, or at least openness to make changes in the draft constitution. On the other hand, Houthis only committed to withdraw their armed men from the presidential palace and areas around it, and release the chief of staff that they've abducted a few days ago. So I think it's a win for Houthis.
What do you make of the way it was done, and what message does it send when it comes to maybe how this came about? First of all, would an agreement stand? You said there have been agreements before, and do you think this agreement was done by force?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, Houthis literally marched and they've taken over the presidential palace. They've abducted the chief of staff. So this agreement was done in a it's not exactly an agreement. It was done through using coercive force. In my opinion, President Hadi did not have much options except to cave into Houthis' demands.
What do you think we need to look for in the coming hours, coming days as this progresses? And what will this do to the dynamics inside Yemen and then to our the neighbors as they're looking in?
Yeah, I think what's happening in Yemen is a dangerous development where the political environment has become very divisive, that the use of force and violence to achieve political ends has increasingly become the trend and has never been greater. And this is in a country that's facing serious economic and security challenges. Most of these challenges are political. Challenges are because of political reasons. And so the fact that the political process is kind of hijacked and is not moving forward and not inclusive doesn't make it look good for Yemen's future.
Will we see the president speak at any point to address what happened? And do we see any more developments with this agreement?
I mean, the president has not been very good in terms of communicating with the public. So I'm not sure if he will come out and speak, but it's clear that the president has never been weaker. It's clear that he's been stripped of most of his power. So I think whatever will happen next will be controlled by the Houthis. So.
All right, Nadwa Al-Dawsari, thank you so much for your time and insight. We truly appreciate it.